What's going on, squad? Welcome to another episode of the Change Lives Make Money on the Trainer podcast. It's your boy, Brian Mark, and in today's episode, I'm joined by my clients for Podchats. This is a coaching call inside of the 10K Mastermind where my clients can come up and ask me anything, and hopefully I give them answers that don't suck. So let's have some fun. I know it seems like I stopped the recording, but I got my Fathom in here, Dana Foster. Before we get into it, I have a secret for you guys, okay? It's a secret, but it's also an announcement. So before I do the announcement, I'm going to record this because I'm excited for this. So as you guys know, recently we did a giveaway. It was the Ascension Week giveaway. So essentially anybody that renewed or upgraded into the 10K Mastermind, Millionaire Mastermind, or extended their program was automatically entered to win a $25,000 trip out to see Cole and myself, all expenses paid. You're gonna spend a fucking day with us. We're gonna fly you out, we're gonna pay for your flights, and we're gonna spend a day together breaking down your business, going out for lunch and doing a workout. And I'm excited to announce the winner. Please drum roll. Everybody fucking drum roll. Drum roll, please. Can we please give some fucking love to Mr. Justin Klein? You won the $25,000 trip, bro. Congratulations, dog. Justin, what's up? What's up, Justin?
Hey, I don't even know what to say. I am so excited. I am so grateful for this. I cannot wait to do this. I thought I was gonna have to wait till the Management Mastermind to see you guys. I am all in.
Let's go, bro. Congratulations.
Let's go.
I love having you as a client, bro. How you feeling right now?
I feel like I'm gonna explode. Like, this is amazing. Like, I can't even begin to tell you.
Let's fucking go, bro. You deserve it. I'm proud of you. I can't wait to see you, bro.
I cannot wait to see you.
Anna's gonna message you for my account and set up all the details, but I just wanted to personally congratulate you. You're a fucking G.
Thank you so much.
Let's go.
Cannot wait to see you.
All right, so that's announcement number one. And announcement number two is we also got the fucking Boom Challenge winner. This person's gonna be winning $1,000 cash and the Boom Trophy. And he's not on this call, but still, you got to give me a drum roll, please. Michelle Listini. Congratulations, Michelle Listini. If you're listening to this podcast, we're going to send you $1,000 cash, and you also get a PT Domination fucking Boom Trophy. All right? It's a Boom Trophy. We like celebrating our clients. And just one more thing, okay? Because we're in the fucking spirit of Givmas. It's Christmas season. You guys know we're giving away shit all month. All right? So we're in the 12 days of Givmas right now. So all you got to do is engage with the community. That's it. And we're giving shit away. They call me Black Santa, bro. Nobody calls me that, but I'm just pretending that they do. All right. So fucking engage with the community. We want to get back to you guys. We love having you guys as clients, and we want to continue to support your success and watch you grow. Without further ado, what's up, Dana? It was the longest intro of the podcast I've had in my fucking life. That's okay, though.
Yeah. Okay. So I actually have two questions. First one's the most important one. So whenever you have, because I know that you've been working on a lot of projects, you've been doing DOMs, DMs, and then of course, you have the academy. And so when it comes down to you breaking down your projects into bite-sized pieces, because I feel like whenever I have multiple projects going on, especially with my app transfer, I try to get a lot done, but then I get overwhelmed if I accidentally stack too much. So when you're working on your projects, how are you being able to figure out how to break it down in a way that you are, number one, you're keeping to your timelines, but also that it doesn't make you burn out, in a single day? If that makes sense.
That's a great question. So I am working on a bunch of practice. So I got the gym, I got DOMs, DMs, I've got Cozy Ghost, I'm a partner of, obviously PT Domination. How I'm doing all of it is there's two things that are really important. Is number one is on Sunday, spending time planning out what's the most important thing that I need to get done for these projects this week. So I spend time thinking about the most important, if I get this done, this would be a successful week for me. So that's the first thing I do. And the second thing is I think there's significantly more power in spending a little bit of time on it every single day rather than trying to batch all the work for the project into one day. And so every day I spend, 30 to 45 minutes on DOMs. Every day I spend 30 to 45 minutes on the gym. Every day I spend a lot more than that on PT Domination, obviously, because PT Domination is my number one needle mover. But I have my little projects that I'm working on in the back end, and I just spend a little bit of time every single day. So number one is plan the most important items for the week that need to get done. And number two is spend a little bit of time on it every single day.
Okay, got it. And then say you have multiple important things and you're trying to get that all in a week. And I feel like my biggest issue, honestly, is sometimes I think that I'm breaking it up into bite-sized pieces, but then when I'm starting to work on it, I go over the time that I have allotted. It'll take 2 to 3 times as long. Mm-hmm. I get sucked in. So right now with my client's app transfer, I'm trying to put their programs in, and I'll say like, okay, I'm going to upload 5 of their programs into the new app. Should only take me this time. Some people it takes longer, some people take shorter. And it kind of like shifts my entire schedule. And then it kind of throws me out of that groove for the day.
Can I offer an alternative suggestion?
Okay.
What if you hired a personal trainer that you know for like $25 to $30 an hour, and they did all of the program transfers for you, and that was the only job that they had?
I guess I probably should. I actually have a girl who wants to be my my shadow coach. She's actually it's funny because I actually have her inputting my clients like weigh-in data right now. And I'm like, this is too tedious for me, and I'm doing other important stuff. So maybe I can delegate some of that to her if she finishes.
So that's how I think. All right. It's like, how do I get more stuff done? Like, that's how I think. And so like, as an example, like with like a lot of my social content is like pre-scripted. It's pre-taken care of. The post is already ready to go. So I'm like, why am I the one posting that on my feed? I can get somebody else. Like, it's the content still goes out, but it's like, I don't have to post the content because I was the one that filmed it, come up with the idea, and fucking recorded it. I don't have to be the one that. So like, that's how I think. Is like, I can still get all the stuff done, but if I can't do the stuff in the time that I'm allotting it to, then I'm going to hire somebody to do it for me. The first employee I ever hired was that by accident. I was like trying to move my course from PT domination. We were in Teachable, and I was trying to move, or no, we were in the Facebook group, and I was trying to move it to Teachable when I first started with Teachable, and I didn't have the time to do it myself. So I hired my auntie, and I'm like, hey, I need you to take all the course videos from this platform, put them into this platform, and let me know when you're done. And she was done it in like 24 hours. I was like, oh my God, that was amazing. I was like, what else can you do for me? You know? So yeah, just get somebody else to do it. You're rich now. You're 25K, Dana.
Yeah, I'm so far at 9K for the month. So, and I still have some half pips coming.
Exactly. You're rich, Dana, now.
Yeah. So, cause like I've been trying to focus on staying consistent with like lead engagement, with posting, because like I want to make sure that I'm not dropping the ball there. So when New Year's comes around, like I'm able to get people in. Okay. And then my other question is how I know that, so I got the Meta glasses as well. But do they actually help with your story posts?
They did for 48 hours. So like for 48 hours, if you uploaded a story that had the Meta glasses tag, it was like you would get 5 to 10 times the story engagement. And I had like 2 stories that had 75,000 views. So then I bought them because I'm like, fucking sick. All my stories are gonna be like that. And then Meta fixed it. So they did.
God damn it. That I thought this would happen because I posted with it. And I was like, this isn't doing shit. What the hell? Do you think it's still worth keeping? Because I might just return them. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I personally like them. I'm doing like a day in the life of my Meta glasses right now. They're fucking sick. Glasses died, but they're fucking sick. I like them a lot.
I do love the transitions when I go outside and how they like become sunglasses, and like, you know, you could like ask it questions. I just want to make sure it's like worthwhile, you know, because I want to be, I still want to be mindful with like what I'm investing in.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Brian.
Have the best day of your life. Bye-bye. Hello, Daniel. Daniel, tell me some wins, Daniel.
What up, B-Mark? I'm fucking doing great, bro. I just renewed a client for a year, and she's paid in full until middle of 2027. So that's pretty fucking cool.
We love that.
I always think it's cool when clients renew for so long. It's like, damn, they really trust me that much. It must be that.
It must be pretty decent, eh?
I guess so. I have a question. I don't really know if there is even an answer or what I'm looking for, but I'm kind of just gonna tell you where my head's at. And I think that's something that I struggle with in and of itself, is like feeling like I know the answer or don't really have a question. And so not kind of reaching out for help and support when maybe I need it. But my question is like, okay, so I think I joined your program about like 4 years ago. And then I think I was in it for like a few years, took a little bit of time doing my own thing. And then I came back like almost a year ago. And the reason I came back also is because I know like there's so much value in here with the community, like with the lessons, with everything. But I feel like my mindset lately has been kind of like, I feel like I know a lot of the things, or I've already learned a lot of the things. So I don't use the resources that I have access to as much. And I think like to a degree that's accurate. Like I have the notes and I have the lessons on like Black Friday and like the Christmas sprint challenge and things like that. But I think at the same time, I shoot myself in the foot with that because I do miss a lot of things that like are super applicable to me. So I don't know. That's just kind of where I'm at. And if you have any advice, or even just like direction, structure, so that I can be involved in, like, get the value that I know is here.
So Nick just said, see you in a bit, Black Santa. That's a funny fucking comment to make as you leave in my fucking house. That's funny. I have 2 insights. Insight number 1 is there's a difference between knowing information and using information. That's the first insight. Because you can know something, but to execute the thing perfectly, is like two completely different conversations. I was on a coaching call the other day with, and it was in the Millionaire Mastermind, and there was a client there named Jonathan Ramirez. And Jonathan Ramirez comes to every single one of my coaching calls, and he's always there just there taking notes, and he didn't have a question. He's also in VIP with me too. And I just like made like a funny comment. I was like, oh, Jonathan, can't get enough of me, eh? And he's like, dude, I literally am on every single coaching call that you do because I just want to absorb all the fucking value, because I know there's going to be one or two things that you say that have like different insights to something that I might already be doing. So first thing is like, all the fundamental stuff that you guys are doing right now inside of the 10K Mastermind, Daniel, is the exact same fundamental stuff that everybody's doing inside of the Millionaire Mastermind. The fundamentals are identical. The difference is the fundamentals just happen to be at scale. And so there are things that you know for sure. And like, that's the reason that you're successful. But also, what's your record breaking month?
34K, 33K.
34K. Okay. There's people in the Millionaire Mastermind that have been with me for 4 years that are at $200,000 a month. And I'm not saying that to shame you, by the way. I'm saying that to let you know that the same information that you have is the same information that they have. The only difference is in the application. And the behavior pattern of somebody that is in the Millionaire Mastermind that is doing $200,000 a month is they show up for fucking coaching calls. You know, like Trent Harrison is a perfect example of this. Trent did a year of VIP with me. Trent is still on the Millionaire Mastermind coaching calls with all of the students that join the Millionaire Mastermind. Some of them are at 15 to 25 to 35,000. And Trent shows up at $220,000 to $250,000 a month, raises his hand and asks a question. So like, everybody write this in the chat box. The mindset is that you're always a student. That's the mindset. The reason that you guys decided to hire me as a business mentor is because you believe on some level that I can help you grow a successful online coaching business. Yes or no? You believe that on some level, because I know how to sign clients, I know how to make money, I know how to grow my Instagram account, I know how to consistently, predictably get leads in my account, I know how to close deals, I know how to teach you guys how to close deals. That's why you guys signed up, correct? Do you really think that there's any point in time that I will ever stop acquiring more information on how to sign clients, how to make money, how to grow on social media, how to do all those things? I would rather fucking stick this fork straight through my eyeball than have one of my clients say like, oh, there's nothing more that I can learn from you because I chose not to learn more information. So I can tell you that it's not me. I can promise you that, because like, I'm investing $30,000 a month in a mentor right now for fucking one-on-one coaching just to tell me. And sometimes he just tells me that I'm retarded. And sometimes that's what I need to hear, you know? But like, so like the mindset, bro, is like, you have to stay a student. Janelle, she's a head Millionaire Mastermind coach. She does one-on-ones with all of our clients. She was on Convos with B the other day. I was like, what are you doing here? She's like, learning. I was like, okay, you know? So like, the mindset is you always have to be a student. That is the mindset. I'm always a student. You always got to be a student, bro. Always got to be a student until you surpass the mentor. And if you ever surpass me, fucking don't come to any of my calls. Okay. You deserve to fucking do whatever the fuck you want. You know?
Gotcha. Yeah.
Always
I hear you. And like, I think I resonate with that. And like, I've always thought that I want to be a student, but I guess just like I haven't showed up in that way, right? To absorb and to learn and to implement.
I also think it's being selective with your learning.
Yeah, that's what was going to be my next question.
So as an example, you know, like for me with my mentor, like I'm very selective. So like, he hosts coaching calls every week. I'm not going to attend a coaching call unless it's something that I'm specifically working on or interested in. So like, if there's something that you're specifically working on or interested in, you should 100% attend, because all the coaches in the 10K Mastermind, by the way, all of them are making $50,000 to $70,000 a month in their coaching business. All of them. So all of them are at a higher level, you know? So like, you want to be around people that are at Janelle, obviously she's doing, you know, whatever the fuck Janelle does in her business. But so you want to be around people that are at a high level, and you just want to gain their insights, because for people to get to a level of like 50,000, 100,000, 300,000, for me, it's like, you know, we're doing really well. In order to get to that level, there's a certain way that I perceive and I see things, you know, and you're not coming. This is the thing this is the thing I want you to learn. You're not coming for the information on the techniques and the strategies, Daniel. You're coming for the insights.
Yeah.
You're coming for the insights on the problems. So like, this is the problem that I currently have. I would like to have your insight to see, you know, if this is, you know, if I'm going on the right path. Because sometimes the insight that you'll get from me will be 100% aligned with what you already thought. But now that gives you the clarity and confidence to attack it with full force instead of wondering if this is the right direction. Because I'm like, yep, 100% I agree with you. Does that make sense?
That makes so much sense. Yeah. I think I was looking at it as like the information aspect, and it's like, oh, like lead gen, like, well, I tell myself these things, I don't know if they're true, but like, I know the script, whatever, but it's not about that. It is about like the insights and spending time just like picking your brain and seeing how your brain works. Yeah, that helps a lot. That's a good perspective shift. I appreciate that.
There's one more thing I want to say, because I want to talk about my client, Jonathan, in the Millionaire Mastermind. He was having a show up rate problem. So he had like, you know, he was booking, you know, 25, 30 calls a week, but only, 7 to 8 of them are showing up. Obviously, John's been in the mastermind for like a year and he knows the DM script like the back of his hand. But then I looked at his DMs and I'm like, dude, these are super fucking robotic. And it's like, it sounds literally like it's literally sounds like you're reading from a script. And the reason prospects aren't showing up for the call is because this feels very transactional. Like it feels like you're literally selling me something the entire DM script. So that one insight from week to week took his show up rate from 30% to 60%. That was one coaching call, one question he asked, So like there's always going to be those things where it's like, it's not about doing more things, it's about doing the right things more and figuring out what part of the business, what part of the foundation isn't, structured properly so that we can scale.
Yeah, got a lot to learn. Awesome. I appreciate it, bro. I have another quick question. Is that okay?
Of course.
I'm going to be increasing my prices in the new year, and I kind of just want to know what you think is reasonable. I know it's my decision at the end of the day, but currently I'm at 2,500 for 6 months and 4K for a year. And honestly, I've been at those prices for like quite a freaking while now. So I want to increase it like kind of substantially, but also something that feels kind of comfortable. I don't know.
I would say like what comes to mind is like 3K for 6 months and 5K for a year.
Yeah, I love it. Cool. I just need confirmation on that. Thank you.
There we go. I believe in you, bro. Let's go kill it.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Thanks. Marilyn Molina. Hello, Marilyn.
Hi, Brian. Two quick questions for you. Number one is I am working on just redoing my check-in process. And what I've noticed is like with a lot of my clients, they'll be with me for a year. And so I don't really change the questions. I only have 3 simple questions on there. And I feel like it can kind of become like repetitive. So how do you have like some sort of like, okay, for 3 months, like check or ask this type of questions for 6 months and then for a year? How should I go about that so that way it's more like an engaging type of check-in?
Yeah, so there's foundational questions that should be the identical regardless of the check-in or time of the year. Because like for me, it's like I wanted to make my work easy. So like, how much did you weigh last week? How much did you weigh this week? What was your level of compliance to your nutrition plan on a scale of 1 to 10? Did you miss any workouts this week? So like, send me your before and after photos. So there's always going to be foundational questions that will be the exact same. And if you wanted to, and I also think it's avatar dependent. Like when I say it's avatar dependent, like I feel like women are more likely to want to open up and share different things and struggles. So like asking them questions that get them thinking emotionally is more likely. It's like a more likely scenario for women. Whereas like I feel like men are more like, give me the plan and I'll do the fucking work.
Yeah.
So like if I'm a coach and I'm a man and I'm trying to get shredded and my coach was like, how are you feeling this week? I'd probably be like, I'm fucking good. Thanks, homie. But
Yeah.
like women would probably respond to a question like that very well. So I think it's avatar dependent. So if you were going to change up the question, like you can add a new question, on a weekly basis, just at the end of the type form, like tell me something you were grateful for this week, or tell me your biggest win for the week or whatever. One question that I think you should inject once a month, and this is for all of you guys, is so now that we've come this far, like what are your goals for the next 3 months in your fitness journey? And what about your goals for the next 6 months in your fitness journey? That's a question we should ask once a month in the check-in. Because if we ask that question once a month in the check-in, then what we're going to get is we're going to get them thinking about the future, which makes it easy to re-sign. Another question we should add into the check-ins once a month is, are you enjoying your fitness coaching program, like working with me, yes or no? So just a yes or no question. And then if yes, then is there any of your friends or family that you think might be interested in joining the coaching program? And then in brackets, PS ... If you do have a friend or family join, you do get 1 month extra free on your coaching, and then have like a yes, no fucking answer. And if they say yes, then you can DM them. You're like, hey, just saw on your check-in form that you had a friend or family that might be interested. Like who was that? And like, oh, it's my friend Sarah. And you're like, oh, dope. Like, well, if you just made a group chat with me and Sarah on Instagram and we started the conversation and they end up joining the program, I'll give you a month for free. And boom, now we get referrals.
Perfect. And then how often should I do that? You said once a month?
Once a month. Yep.
That question. Okay.
Once a month, Q Rush. The first question is, in the next, what are your fitness goals? Now that we've come this far, what are your fitness goals for the next 3 months? And then the next question after that is like, what about the next 6 months? They're constantly thinking about the future when they're working with us.
Okay, perfect. And then one thing that I also do is like, when somebody signs for a year, there's a lot that can happen, right? So like within a year. So what I've experienced is like, just like going to the hospital, getting sick. And so what I do with that is like, I just get on the phone with them. It's like, hey, I'd like to do a quick check-in with you. And I just get on the phone to see how they're doing. And they love that. So I guess just continue to do that as part of like my check-in as well.
Agreed.
Okay. Now, last question is I had a call this week and it doesn't happen to me often, but it has happened before where everything seems fine in the call and there's no like objection that I'm sensing through the call. But then when you get to the end of it, it's like I kind of had a feeling that she was playing me just to kind of, she didn't want to say no, but she was like, oh, I don't have reception. Like the link is not working. Like I haven't gotten the email for the app. Like, let me just get back to you when I get home, like when I have Wi-Fi or whatnot. And so like in that situation, like she's basically telling me that. And I was trying to like, come up with a solution, but I just didn't really know what to say when she said there was no reception.
If there's no reception, then how are you hearing me?
That's a great, I didn't
What the
think
fuck
of
are we
that.
talking about? How are we talking?
That's so
I'm just-
funny. I did not
I'm-
think of that.
What do you mean there's no
Not
reception?
reception, I guess.
And then she's
internet.
like,
Internet. So,
what? Yeah, no bullshit. My fucking ass.
so
Yeah.
should I just say that? Like, oh, so if there's no internet, how are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's literally like, what?
So simple.
Like,
Think of that.
I almost act shocked too. Like I'm like, pardon? How are you hearing me?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Now, in this instance, if you do feel like she bullshitted you, here's how I would follow up. I would send a video that said something like this. Hey, Marilyn, what's going on? I hope you're having the best day of your entire life. So listen, I really enjoyed our call the other day, and I know for a fact that I can help you lose the 20 pounds, but I'll be honest, I sensed a little bit of hesitancy from you, and I'm not quite sure if you are fully ready to like fully commit to like losing 20 pounds, being in the best shape of your life, and like fully committing to your fitness journey. And I know for a fact I can help you do that, and I know for a fact that I can help you lose the weight and feel the best you've ever felt. But to be completely transparent, I felt a little bit of hesitancy from your end. So if it's not the right time for you right now and you'd like to push the fitness goals thing off till later, I completely respect that, and I'll continue to give value from your free content. But if you are serious about this and you do want to lose the weight and you do want to transform your body, then just send me a message back, because like I would love to work with you.
Okay.
We almost like we push them away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Thanks for that. That was so simple. I don't know why I did not think of that. Thank you.
Got you.
All right. Bye.
Bye bye. Nerman, what's going on, big dog?
Hello. How's it
Hello,
going?
big dog. Amazing, bro. Amazing. Tell me some wins. Wait, so this is my my MMA client. Who do you got for the Jake Paul fight this week?
Oh man, listen, that shit is all that shit is fixed. Jake Paul is gonna win.
You think so?
Of course it's fixed.
I wanted to get an MMA fighter's opinion. I love it.
Man, it's like the Tyson fight. It's all fixed. It's all bullshit.
Yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, man. So here's the thing. I've been thinking last month, November, was my breakthrough month. It was amazing. Everything was going well. I thought like, okay, I got my shit dialed in now. Okay. And I got everything figured out. Come into December and I'm having I haven't closed anyone. Like the people that show up on calls, like the phone dies, they like the electricity goes out, the weird stuff, right? And I'm thinking like there must be something missing, something fundamental. I thought that I had it covered in November, but I'm like, I don't know if it's the content. I don't know if it's what part of it am I missing? It's kind of hard to ask. I don't know.
Yeah.
What questions to ask you.
Follow-up question to that. What do you have a video sales letter that you send in the DMs after they book the call?
Not yet.
That's the next project for you. So like whenever I'm thinking about, I just want to make sure I'm solving the right problem. So you are booking sales calls, correct?
Last month, yes. This month, no.
When you say this month, no, how many sales calls have you booked?
9.
9. So it's like one every 2 days. So it's not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible.
Right.
Yeah, I think I saw that a few people on media too. I solved that problem. So that's the first thing. So if we're not booking as many calls as we want, then I'll go into some follow-up questions on that. Follow-up questions on that is social proof on the newsfeed, how frequently and how often?
Once a week.
Once a week. So let's make it twice a week. Social proof on the newsfeed, dude. If you go to my page, I do it on a daily basis. And social proof on the newsfeed gets the least amount of engagement, but signs the most amount of clients. I posted a video of Trent Harrison, how he made $2 million like this year. And the video got like fucking 50 likes, 100 likes. But I had an MDM student DM me and pay me in full immediately after seeing that video. So like the least amount of engagement, the most amount of clients from social proof. Second thing, social proof in your stories. How consistently and how often?
Oh yeah, every time I get a good check-in from a client.
So how consistently and how often is that?
Once or twice a week.
So it's every day, consistently throughout the day, nonstop. And like, I'm going to give this away on the New Year's masterclass as well. This is one of the strategies. I want all of you guys to start doing this today. Okay? We're going to do something called the Best Clients of 2025 series. Best Clients of 2025 series starts today. So all you're going to do is for the rest of the month, you're going to be like, to celebrate the end of the year, I want to shout out the best clients of 2025. And I want to start right now. And we're going to start with my client, boom. And I want you to do that every day on your Instagram stories. Because you got to think like the market right now if you think about most people's psychology is I'm going to, take the holidays off. I'm going to relax, da, da, da. Like that's natural to have that in the market. It's just like in Halloween, everybody dresses up, it's just the part of the fucking game. That being said, you can solve that problem by being just more, aggressive with how you market the social proof on your stories and on your feeds and talking about how your clients are crushing it throughout the holidays, So I'm going to backtrack for 1 second. Are you doing the Christmas sprint?
No.
Oh, bro, you gotta do that. Who's doing the Christmas? You guys got to do the Christmas sprint. All right, it's too late now.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, I fucked
So
up.
that's okay. So like, this is one of the reasons why we do the Christmas sprint, because we do the Christmas sprint, and then on our fucking stories, we're just shouting out all the clients that are like crushing it in the Christmas sprint. Our clients are tagging us in their fucking stories. We're getting referrals from the tags in our stories. We got to tap in. But moving forward, starting today, best clients of 2025 series. That's number one. Number two, I would spend the rest of the evening and tomorrow getting the video sales that are done immediately. That would be the first priority, because if people are showing up to calls, but they're not closing on calls, it's because there's a part of them that isn't fully sold in the process. We can help sell them on the process by doing more social proof consistently more often. And also the video sales that are in the DMs. So those are the two problems that I would attack until they were solved.
Yeah, because I've been procrastinating. Like I have everything, but I just haven't fucking recorded it. So
okay,
yeah.
So this is for fucking, I need to tap in. Okay.
All right.
Okay. So I want you to imagine that you're trying to win your fight. Okay. And you got a fight coming up, and there's a dude that wants to knock you the fuck out. And so you design the perfect training plan, the perfect fucking nutrition plan, the perfect plan to make sure that you crush it. And then that fucking plan just sits in your computer, and you think about the fact that you have a fucking plan to fucking beat this dude up. What the fuck do you think is going to happen in the fight?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Everybody write this in the chat box. Do shit faster. Okay. The only difference between MDM and 10K does shit slower. MDM does shit faster. Do it faster. Okay. You have the thing. Do the thing faster.
Got it. Yep.
Do the fucking thing. Go get it done.
All right. Will do.
All right.
Thanks, man.
Peace out. Recommenting my question. What if sharing the best clients? What if some clients who aren't the best get butthurt? Well, fucking get a better transformation. I don't know what to tell you. If I had the best clients of 2024 fucking series, and I had a client DM me that they were pissed off that they weren't my best client, I would literally reply with, I totally understand how you fucking feel. Put in more work. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Okay. I'm not your dad. Okay. Get out of here. What's up? Aaron.
What's up, Brian?
How you doing?
Great.
Great, brother. Tell me some wins.
We had some nice wins last month. We had our first 10K PIF that we did.
Crazy.
And we had our first 17K month because of that 10K PIF. And it was because of the 4-day challenge that we did in November for Black Friday.
Come on. We love that. Congratulations, bro. That's dope.
Yeah, so this is cool, but I have a question concerning our avatar, because we're like still trying to nail him, and we are not kind of getting the avatar in. Yeah. We're writing the DMs, and most of the time, like often what happens is some weird people write us because like they want to massage me or something like that, because some of the videos that Martin and I do, he doesn't have a shirt on, because that's like showing, okay, what do you look like without a shirt? But yeah, and the calls that we set is like pretty low.
Okay. You said a lot of your stuff is with your shirt off. Is that what you said?
Not a lot, but some of them. And again,
what's your Instagram?
dr.matyk, like MATYK. TYK, yeah.
All right. So what's conversion content? Who's your avatar?
The avatar is the one guy who's pinned, the second one.
What's his story? Like, who is he?
Well, basically, this is our best performing client. And he was just basically a skinny guy who's trying to put on some muscle mass, but he can't. He had some hip problems, and we fixed his hip problems. But yeah, he's just not able to put on some mass. And then when he started working with us, finally could put on some muscle mass, because we just solve a little bit more complex problems. Sometimes it's psyche, sometimes it's digestion, sometimes it's hormones, blah blah. So that's kind of the things that we do.
Okay, so skinny guys trying to put on muscle, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna go through your content. I'm gonna see if I get that vibe just without the actual words. Skinny guys trying to put on muscle. What does this say?
It's basically saying 10 things that you as a entrepreneur, which takes you energy and building up muscle, something like that. That's what it's saying. So the avatar is kind of the client who's best performing. He's not like the avatar that we're like aiming for, because he's not. I mean, he's not like a entrepreneur or like a very busy professional. That's the one we're targeting. But he has like a position where he has to where he has his team and stuff like that. So he's definitely a busy guy. But the target is the people who have the money and the people who can afford it then as well.
Okay. Can I give you shit?
Yeah, sure.
Why the fuck is there no talk? There's like almost zero talking videos.
Yeah, that's the thing that we're working on.
Well, like it's like there's no way you're gonna attract the amount of like you're talking to a dude. So like, okay, I'm just gonna be direct because I don't know how to be direct in any other way. You got a shirt off, you got a fucking jack dude benching with the shirt off with B-roll video, and like that's the hook of the video. Of course you're attracting gay dudes. This is like gay dude central.
Okay.
You know? This would be
Yeah.
this would be an attractive profile to a dude that was interested in men.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
it's like I'm not being disrespectful at all. Like
Yeah.
if I was a male and I was interested in men, you got a shirtless profile, and your entire profile is you shirtless, 100%. So like if you want to attract clients that are willing to pay you money, that are entrepreneurs, and are you looking to attract skinny entrepreneurs that are trying to get jacked? I just want to make sure that that's the base premise here.
Yeah, so that's the thing, and the question would be if we should also include the skinny fat guys.
Yeah. So like if I was going through your content, like this is a good piece of content to attract your avatar. So like this right here is beautiful. This right here is also beautiful. Like this, like these are ideal. But this was posted on October 1st. This was posted on July 21st. So like if you're gonna do B-roll videos, Aaron, here's how I would do B-roll videos. I would do B-roll videos of like the skinny guy to start the video and then transition into the workout of the jack dude. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like transition from skinny to jack. And listen, it doesn't even have to be you. It doesn't even have to be you. It can just transition from a skinny guy to a jack guy, because you want to show the transformation that you're trying to articulate in your content. So like if you just have the B-roll video, I think that's doing you a disservice. You know?
Yeah.
It's kind of like when a coach that coaches busy moms posts all of his shirts or all of his videos shirtless. And then he wonders why like women are in his DMs, like, you know, that are, you know, a little bit, they have ill intentions. It's like, well, all your videos are shirtless and you're speaking to busy moms. Like, the fuck do you expect? You know? So for you, like, I think that the transition needs to be skinny to jacked if you're going to do the 6-second B-roll videos. That's the first thing. Yeah. Okay. And the second thing is I don't see a lot of content that's speaking to the camera, talking to your avatar.
So you gotta speaking. Yeah. Sorry, keep going. No,
I was going to say, you have to speak to speak to the camera, bro. Like that's what's going to create the authority.
So is it when we speak to the camera, does it have to be shirtless or something like that, or just like can I sit, or do you have to be in the gym? Like what's the story?
All you have to do is show skinny guys that you have muscle, and you don't have to do that by being shirtless. So this is a perfect way to show skinny guys that you have muscle. You know. So like all you have to do is show skinny guys that you have muscle. That's it. And you don't have to be shirtless to do that. I personally think if you are doing like in my head, here's how I view videos for skinny guys that are trying to build muscle. I view like you in the gym lifting heavy weights. I view you like in the gym looking jacked, talking about a fitness concept. I view you in the kitchen with a ton of food around you. I would view you alongside all of the things that would actually pack on muscle for a skinny dude. So like that's what you need to be thinking about. It's less about, you know, the clothing that you're wearing, and it's more about like looking, you got to look the part, and you don't have to be shirtless to look the part. So I think we can get away from the dudes that are in your DMs asking for massages just by and it's funny, but it's funny, but we want to solve this problem. Otherwise, you know, we don't grow the business. So like this outfit is perfect, you know, this outfit is perfect. So that's the first thing. Second thing is I would put more transformations in your content. So if you're going to do 6-second B-roll content, start with a skinny dude, then transition to somebody not so skinny. And then for the workout content, you in the gym lifting heavy weights. For the nutrition content, you in the kitchen with a bunch of food around you. I think that's how we start speaking to the avatar. And then when we're talking to the skinny dude that's trying to put on muscle, the message that we're using when we're communicating is like, the reason it's hard for you to gain any muscle is because you're running around, you know, you're running your business and your business is stressful. but you need to learn how to get more food in. And so here are 3 ways to learn how to get more food in while you're still running your business and taking care of your family. So like the messaging that you're using is for skinny guys that are entrepreneurs that have a hard time putting on muscle.
Okay, I see. So what are your thoughts about LinkedIn and to get leads from LinkedIn?
I think that you just did a $17,000 a month, and I think you should focus on the platform that's pulling you in that revenue.
Yeah, so I understand that. I was just asking because like the people who are like the best paying clients are not typically the avatar. These are some people who like maybe know us from the past and that maybe had some kind of contact with us, and there's like a little bit of trust, and they are the ones who are gonna pay like a 10K piff, you know?
So who are these people? Like that, like let's entertain that conversation. Who are these people?
Honestly, lawyers. Like I think the ones who paid best were 2
Now
lawyers.
the lawyers that are paying you money, are they skinny guys trying to put on muscle, or are they trying to drop body fat?
They're skinny, yeah. Depends. Some are skinny fat, but they're super stressed, man. Like they're really having some hard time with some complex issues, you know, digestion, hormones, blah blah, and psyche, and that's where we like give them coaching, like a little bit more like a holistic package. But that's like a little bit more. I don't know. That's not like I thought the skinny guys better, like a better niche, because like you're skinny, put on muscle. Like if you were a lawyer and you have like issues, that's like a little bit more complex, right?
It's a little bit more complex, but I also think that like the skinny guys trying to put on muscle and skinny fat is almost the same problem, you know? And I think that if you want my opinion, like the skinny guy trying to put on muscle is like, it's a really hard avatar to attack on social media, because if you think about out of every 100 people, how many of those people need to lose body fat versus how many of those people need to put on muscle? You know, it's just a harder niche to tap into just in general.
So
skinny fat entrepreneurs is what I would do. Like this, like skinny fat, because it's very much so the same problem. And you can talk to the skinny guy that's trying to put on muscle, and then you can also talk to the skinny fat guy. But like, dude, like the reason I think you should focus on Instagram is because like this 33,000 fucking likes on this one post. You know, like you guys do have content that pops off.
Yeah.
Like this one right here. Where's it fucking? I saw another one that was really, really well done. And it was like 349, 32 comments.
Yeah, this one we boosted, I think.
Oh God. Okay, good. Yeah, that's still fun, but still, that's good. Like I think just focus on Instagram. Like until one platform is pulling in $25,000 to $50,000 a month, I wouldn't take your eye off the ball. Like Instagram and TikTok are so aligned. Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook are very much so aligned, because from Instagram, you can cross post to Facebook, and you can take the same content post on TikTok. If I were you, I wouldn't spend time learning a new platform. I would focus on Instagram until it was making me $25,000 a month.
Okay. See, so skinny fat guy changed the B-rolls from skinny to jacked, right?
Yes.
That's what we talk about. Okay.
Correct.
Good. So thanks a lot, Brian. Like that was pretty helpful.
I appreciate you. Thanks for being my client, bro. Have the best day of your life.
Bye.
Congratulations on a $17,000 a month, bro. That's huge.
Thanks.
Okay, bro. I'll talk to you soon. Peace out. Kayla, what's up?
Hello.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good. Tell me some things.
I'm at 8.5K for the month, so
Hell yeah.
to hit another 10K, hopefully.
You're gonna hit 15. What are you talking about?
You're right. I'm gonna have a record-breaking month. So
yes, you are.
Yes, I am. Hell yeah. All right. So my question is, where do I want to start? Okay.
One sec. I want to pause. Because you said you're hoping to hit 10K. We're gonna set a bigger goal. Like, what would be like
I'm definitely getting 10K. Like, that's not a question.
No. I'm challenging you. What's like your holy shit goal for the month? What's like a holy shit goal?
15.
15 is a holy shit goal?
Yes.
Okay, fine. 15K is what we're gonna hit.
Absolutely.
Okay, deal.
All right. So I am asking more qualifying questions on my applications, which I just implemented today. So I haven't gotten any responses yet. But if someone does list like a profession or something, I guess I asked 2 questions. I'm asking like, are you a busy female, and what is your profession? What career are you in? And then I'm also asking like a monthly budget question so if someone puts like, I work at Bath and Body Works or something like that, like, how do I turn someone away?
Yeah. So if you were to turn someone away, what I would do before I turn them away, like let's say they work at Bath and Body Works and their budget is $100 a month. What I would say to them is I would go back in the DMs and I would say this. I would say, hey, Kayla, thanks so much for filling out the application. I really appreciate you. And I saw that your goal is to lose 20 pounds, and I love that. And I'm 100% confident I can help with that. Before we discuss, program options and how I can help, I just did want to be really transparent about my rates, because I do believe that transparency is extremely important. My coaching program starts at $400 a month. Is that something that you think would be reasonable or within your budget, or are we on two completely different planets?
Okay. Easy enough. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't qualify anyone during the month of November, and I think I was on like 17 calls, and people were just like, yeah, I literally work at Bath and Body Works and don't have any money.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and yeah, they were young. So, okay, perfect. And then just as far as my process, when like someone fills out an application, this is usually what I do. They fill out the application, I review it, and then I reach out to them to book a call.
Mm-hmm.
Should I keep doing that, or should I even like have them fill out the type form and then it just directs them to my Calendly? No.
Good question. The reason I would not do this, so that's called like a self-booking. The reason I wouldn't do a self-booking is because unless somebody has like a human-to-human interaction, there's no level of commitment for them to show up to the call.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay.
like they self-book and it's almost like, okay, I self-book, like see you later. Whereas like if somebody fills in an application and then you take the time to review it and you're like, hey, Kayla, what's going on? Just got your application, saw that your goal is to lose 20 pounds. That's amazing. I can definitely help you out with that. Like, what's your story? What made you want to start your fitness journey? And she's like, well, thanks so much for getting back to me, Kayla. Da, 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 da. I'm like, great. Like, I love all those things. I can definitely help you out. Next step is to set up a quick 15 to 30-minute call to figure out your number one struggle, your number one goal, and help you come up with a game plan. Send a calendar link. Go ahead and book it now. Spots always fill up quick. Send me a screenshot. Let me know what time you pick. They're significantly more likely to show up for that call versus the other one, just because there's a human-to-human interaction. So you're
Cool.
doing it the right way.
Okay. Yeah, my show rate is really great, so I guess I don't need to fix what's not broken.
Correct.
And then what else did I want to ask? Just about, I guess, on my calls as far as price dropping. I used to say like, all right, so let's get you going. There's two options. It's $550 per month, or if you want to save an extra 200, it's 2,000 paid in full. I've been switching over to say like, okay, let's get you going. The investment is 2,000. Are you willing to invest that in yourself to reach these goals? And then why I did that is because then they'll be like, well, is there a monthly option so I can like keep tearing it down? But what do you think's best?
I like pitching the paid in full first.
Okay, so I'll keep doing
Yeah.
that.
And let's just role play for a second, because I want to give you a little bit of sauce.
Okay.
Okay, Kayla. So the to work with me for the course of the next 16 weeks, if you were to hire an in-person trainer, it would cost you about $4,000 and you wouldn't get a nutrition plan. Training, nutrition, and accountability with me is $2,000 for 16 weeks. How does that sound? Ask me if there's a monthly option.
Yeah, is there a monthly option?
Are you asking because you would need that, or just because you're curious about the options?
I probably need that.
You need that? Okay, perfect. That makes sense. So before we kind of discuss, the options, like how are you feeling about the program and the process so far, Kayla? Like,
Really great. I think it would be a good fit for me.
perfect. I love that. So like based on everything I presented to you so far and the, testimonies you've seen on my social media, you think this will work for you?
Yes,
Okay, so you like me, you like the program. It's just about making the finances work, correct?
correct.
Okay, cool. And then I go into the monthly. So the two things, so it's like a triple tie down. So there's two things I want you to take from that. When somebody asks, do you have a monthly option? You say, yeah. Are you asking because you would need that, or are you just kind of curious about the options?
Okay.
If they say they're kind of curious about the options, then I'm going to, backtrack for a second, finances aside, and I'm still going to go for the paid in full.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, I think that's my problem. So I'm like, well, whatever works best for you.
Well, we can do monthly. Yeah, I know. I'm like, finances aside for the second, does this program sound like what you're looking for? Yes. So based on the testimonials and what I presented to you, you're confident this will work. Yes. So you like me, you like the program. It's just about making the finances work. Yes. Yes,
Okay.
yes. And then we talk about the other options.
All right, sounds good.
Okay.
Yes, thank you so much.
Have the best day of your life, Kayla. Thanks for being my
Thank
client.
you.
I'm going to remember the 15K statement. I'm here
All
every
right.
week. I don't forget things.
Awesome.
Bye-bye. What's up, Jai? Tell me some wins, bro.
Yo, how are you, man?
Amazing, bro. Tell me some wins.
You have fun in Australia?
I did. It was a blast.
That's awesome. It looks like you had fun. That's good. So this week, I got my first type form inquiry. So I was super pumped about that, right?
Mhm.
And also this week, I've been working on dialing in my niche because I understand the importance of speaking to, a specific person in my content. So the really good thing that happened was I reached out to this person. I said, hi, Dean, I want to read you this text, right? This is Jai from Instagram. Thanks for reaching out about my coaching. Please send me your availability for today or tomorrow so I can schedule a call for you. Looking forward to hearing from you. He messages back and says, thanks for the text. I just got off the phone with a coach that specializes in nurses and overnight shifters. I committed to them to try for a bit. If you don't mind, I'll keep your number. And if that doesn't work, I'll shoot you a message. And I thought that was such a great experience for me to have, especially the week that I'm trying to dial in my niche, because it was just, a blessing in disguise. It just goes to show like why you need to be speaking to a specific person, right?
But
So-
literally what I talk about with niche. If a coach has to make a decision between two coaches, they're going to lean towards the coach that has a specialization in what they do. And at the end of the day, we're all selling the same shit.
Yeah, so like the program was the same. It wasn't price, it wasn't results. It was just more this guy was speaking to my pain points more than you, essentially, right?
Powerful.
Yeah. So anyway, this leads to my question. So, okay, does every single value, connection, and proof piece of content I make need to speak to my niche's pain points?
That's
Every
a great question. I'm always keeping it top of mind. So it's not like they all need to speak to my niche's pain points, because if every single piece of content that you post on your feed, Jai, all speaks to your niche's pain points, none of your content will ever go viral. Because you think about like niching down by itself, the purpose of doing that is to speak to a small demographic of people. You know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
so like if we think about like, the difference between a grocery store video that was niche down versus a grocery store video that's not niche down. A grocery store video that's niche down is like if you're a busy shift worker and you have no idea what to eat at the grocery store and you need some quick snacks, then follow me. Versus like if you're on a fat loss journey and you don't know what to eat at the grocery store and you need some quick healthy snacks, follow me. Like the second video will go viral consistently more often than the first video will. So to answer your question, no, not every single piece of content needs to speak to your niche's pain, but I would say 50% of the content on your page definitely should. If you even think about like, so like you can apply that philosophy to, so like if we think about the different, here, let me really help you break this down, Jai. So different content categories. When I post social proof, the only social proof that I post is for my niche. So if you're working with women and your avatar is women, posting social proof of men, not smart. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
for me, as an example, like I have coaching clients that I'm working with right now that, they have like, 20 to $40 million businesses, but I don't post them on my social media. And the reason I don't post them on my social media is because I don't want any more clients like that. I'm good. I'm busy enough as it is. So I don't post that social proof. I could because the results are good, but I don't because I don't want to sign more clients like that. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So for social proof, 100% of the time, yes. For connection content, I would say it's 50-50, 50% to my niche, 50% not. And so like an example of connection content that's specific for my niche is like if I post a carousel story of how I started my online fitness coaching business and how I struggled and I started with nothing. That's a connection piece of content that's going to be targeted towards my niche because I'm talking about how I built my fitness business. But Jai, I also post connection content on my newsfeed that's not related to my niche. Like as an example, my wife told me she wasn't attracted to me when, I stopped working out. So this content is going to go viral more consistently. This content will, but this content will sign me more clients. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with value content. So with value content, I'll post content that's like, 5 words to never say in sales. And that piece of content applies to anybody that's selling anything on the internet. I'll also post content that's like how to go from 0 to 10K a month in your online fitness business. And that content is only relative to online fitness coaches. So to answer your question directly, no. 50% of the content of the connection content that you post is to your niche, and the other 50% is just connection content. And then for the value content, 50% of the content that you post is directly to your niche, and 50% of it is not to your niche. It's like wider content with the intention of, potentially going viral.
Okay, so value 50-50, connection 50-50,
Social proof 100%.
100%. Okay, perfect. Thank you for that one. Now, another one, if that's okay. I've got 4 of my best clients to fill out the customer avatar workout sheet, which was in one of the modules. You told us to fill it out. So I thought, well, instead of me filling it out, how about I just get 4 of my best clients to fill it out, because they're going to give me better information than what I was going to put in it in the first place.
Yep.
Right? So I got them to fill it out. Now, do I use this information to mainly change? Well, now I've got a list of their pain points and struggles. Now, do I use this information to mainly change the hooks in every piece of content I make, so the start of the video speaks directly to that niche and the body just stays the same? For example, if I'm just providing a value piece for training or nutrition, do I just change that hook to speak to that avatar? Is that the main part that we're talking about when we're talking to the niche?
It depends what you're using the piece of content for. So as an example, if you're going to use the piece of content as a boosted reel, 100% of the time, the hook needs to speak to the avatar. If you're going to use the piece of content as just a value-based content that you're posting on your page, it doesn't matter if the hook speaks to the avatar, as long as somewhere in the video, it speaks to the avatar. The reason there's a significant difference in that is because when you're boosting content to, get seen, you're spending money on that traffic, and you want to make sure that Meta sends that traffic to the person that it's most likely to receive it. And Meta is going to pay attention to what's in the first 3 seconds and send the content out to people that are going to resonate with the message in the first 3 seconds. And it's going to pay attention to who engages in the video in the first 3 seconds. And the people that are going to engage in the video in the first 3 seconds are the people that are the niche. Now, when you're doing content that's just like content on your page, I think it's just inserting it throughout the video. So it's not like the hook has to have the subject matter, as long as in the video you're being descriptive of the pain points. So that as somebody, and then anybody can watch the video, because anybody will get drawn in by the hook. But then as the video is going, there's going to be certain people that the video just specifically resonates with. Does that make sense?
That's absolutely perfect. I'm just taking notes when I'm on my phone, just so you know.
Got it.
Okay,
Got it.
So I've got them down. One last thing, please, bro. So my niche is stressed, burnt out, busy professionals who want to lose fat and build muscle.
Yep.
Now, do you have any pages you recommend that I follow for inspiration?
Stress, burnt out. I might. Give me 1 sec. I'm trying to think of that. By the way, I like that avatar. It's because like people always say busy professionals, but I like the avatar of stressed, burnt out. I think adding the context is really important.
Fair bit of time this week dialing in this, because I understand the importance of it. It's especially after receiving that message. That was good. I liked it.
I don't know anybody off the top of my head. Let me think on that. And there is somebody that I need to find. And if their page is relative to you, I will send it over to you. But I'm going to ask my EA to track it down for me.
Thank you so much, man. That's everything. Thanks a lot. That was perfect.
You're welcome, brother. Thank you for being my client. I hope you have the best day of your entire life.
Thank you, man. You too. See you soon.
Peace, Jay.
Thanks.
Jai, not Jay. What the fuck? Sorry, bro.
All good, bro. No worries, man. Thank you.
Janae, what up?
Hello, what's going on?
Living the dream. Tell me some wins, girl.
Living the dream. All right, same here, same here. So some wins are that I took a fast action on what you asked me to do last week of listening to my sales calls where I was winning or succeeding, and I was able to close per month today. So super excited about that. And so my question for you is, in terms of my client check-in process, right now, I just let them know that I'm going to be transitioning to bi-weekly check-ins, and we're going to add a group check-in call every week. And so I want to ask, do you have any suggestions in terms of the best way to run those group check-in calls on a weekly basis?
Yeah. So the ideal scenario is that when you run those group check-in calls, people come with questions. So I would let them know to come with a question that they might have for the week. But first thing I would say is I want to make the assumption that people are going to be shy and not going to talk. Because if you make the assumption that people are going to be shy and not going to talk, then you're prepared. So that assumption is going to be this. I would always come with like a 5 to 10 minute lesson on something, something that you've seen in the group, something that you've seen clients struggling with, something that you can, they'll be able to tangibly take value away. And then I would start with like their biggest win of the week. So like everybody shares their biggest win of the week. If there's more than 10 people on the call, unfortunately, you won't be able to get them all to unmute and talk, because if there's more than 10 people on the call, getting them to unmute and talk is like, you're going to be there for 2 hours. So if there's more than 10 people on the call, what you'll do is you get them to share their biggest win of the week in the chat box, and you'll just pull people up. If there's less than 10 people on the call, you can call people up individually. So biggest win, struggle for the week. And then once they go over their struggle for the week, give each person a piece of individual homework that they should focus on in order to overcome the struggle.
Got it.
As you're coaching that one person, everybody else on the call will also get value.
Okay. And then the second question is, right now for my onboarding process, I have a series of 4 videos, and the longest video is 40 minutes, and it is a nutrition video. So I want to make the onboarding process as seamless as possible and not overwhelm people with information. Yeah. So what suggestions would you have for an onboarding format in terms of the videos, and how can I make sure that they're getting value to implement and see success in terms of nutrition without making them feel overwhelmed?
So you want to think bite-sized information. That's the lens that you want to think through. So like when people join the Change Lives Academy, we used to have like 15 to 30 to 60-minute videos, and we were getting complaints from people constantly that they were getting overwhelmed. And so what we did is we shortened the videos to like 10 minutes max. And so my invitation for you would be to watch that 40-minute video and ask yourself how you can communicate the same information in 10 to 15 minutes. So all you need to do is make your information bite-sized. So I don't think you need to change your onboarding process or flow, because, you know, if it's working well, it's working well. But I will say that the 40-minute video is likely going to cause some people to get confused / overwhelmed / they don't watch the video. So just make everything bite-sized piece of information. Last thing I'll say with the onboarding is like consistently throughout the onboarding, have checkpoints. And my definition of a checkpoint would be like, once you're done watching this video, go into the community and make a post and let us know what you learned from the video and if you have any questions about it. So have checkpoints,
Okay.
you know, have checkpoints, because then people are posting in the community and you can follow along with the journey.
Okay. Thanks.
Cool. You're welcome, Janae. Have the best day of your life.
You too.
Bye-bye. Aiden Wong, what's up, brother?
Yo, what's going on, Brian? How's it going?
Best day of my life, bro. Tell me some wins.
Yo, I mean, I would say content has never been performing better with like the value reels and also the carousels, which is pretty sick. So that's a win.
We love that.
Yes. So so one of my questions is like coming off as an authority in the content, right? I feel like I've asked the coaches in this, and they told me like they feel like I'm not coming off as the authority in my content, and I feel like that's probably one of the biggest things that I personally feel like it's holding me back.
What's your Instagram?
And I'm not. It's Aiden Wong Coaching.
Wong. So, okay. So when you say you're not coming off as an authority in your content, I'm curious what you mean by that specifically.
So, I guess what I mean by that is like, I guess people don't like either trust me or they don't.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Shit.
This is my other Instagram account. You must be over 21 to see this profile. That's hilarious. Okay, I'm just gonna do this on my phone. I'm listening.
I think it's because like I'm young and it's like I'm not the most muscular person, even though like I talk to my clients and like, you know, I do have like the physique, I have the knowledge that they do want, but it's like I just feel like I don't come off as like people just don't trust what I have to say sometimes.
Okay. So people don't trust what you have to say, and you believe it's because of the physique that you have. Is that what you're articulating to me?
I guess yes.
Okay. So how can you get around that is the question. So like what I'll say to you is, if you feel like the reason that people aren't trusting you is because of the physique that you have, there's two things I'm going to say. Okay. Number one is to get fucking bigger. Okay. That's number one.
Yes.
Put on some fucking size and get on a fucking fitness journey and get bigger. Okay. That's just me being direct. Get fucking bigger. Okay. Just literally commit. If that was the limiting belief that I had, and I honestly believe that, I promise you, I would spend the next 12 months getting absolutely fucking ripped. Like, I don't let shit like that fucking get into my head, you know? As soon as I realize that I'm like, oh, that's actually the truth, I solve the fucking problem immediately. And that I apply that, what you're experiencing, Aiden. So like, let's talk about limitations and things that hold you back, okay? If I ever identify that I believe that there's something that's holding me back, I will solve that. I fucking attack that problem until it is no longer an issue. Like the $1 Million Mastermind, as an example, like we weren't teaching ads as much as we possibly needed to. And I realized that. And as soon as I realized that, dude, I spent the next fucking 60 days like fucking attacking it to the point where I'm like, now the $1 Million Mastermind ad system is fucking sick. So if this is an issue that you believe is the truth, and you believe that the reason that people aren't perceiving you as an authority is because that you're not fucking big enough, then get fucking bigger. Okay. And it's literally this, like, write this fucking down. Okay. I'm going to get fucking yoked. Just decide, bro. It's literally a fucking decision. Go hire fucking Daniel. Okay. Daniel looks like a walking statue. Like, hire a coach that's in this program that's fucking huge and get jacked. Okay. It's literally that simple. That's the first thing. The second thing I'll say is, what can you do in the meantime to maintain a position of authority while also delivering the value in your videos? Dude, it's about your appearance, how you look. So like, I look the fucking part, bro. And every single one of my videos, it's a value-based video. I'm like dressed fucking good. I look the part. I look sharp. I'm not saying that you need to like fake your appearance. What I'm saying is like, wear fucking clothes that like are like form-fitting, that look good. Like wear like a respectable clothing brand that people recognize, you know, like have nice fucking shoes, you know, do like, make sure your hair looks fucking crisp. And like, those are all things that you can do today, you know? You can do that today. Because if that's the case, and you think that people don't perceive you as an authority because of your physique, you can still dress the fucking part. So like, you should like go look at people that have like style, that are fucking clean, that like have like swagger. And you should start dressing like that in your fucking value content where you're not in the gym. Like what I'm saying is like the videos that you got, like we've got to graduate from being how old are you, Aiden?
21.
21. So you need to ask yourself what 30-year-old Aiden would fucking look like. Like how would 30-year-old Aiden that's making $100,000 a month dress?
I used to think like I look at like Jonathan Ramirez and I'd be like, bro, I'm trying to get like that.
Jonathan Ramirez, the fucking
Yeah.
yoked at the guy that's in the NBM?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, like let's go look at Jonathan Ramirez right now. Okay. Jonathan Ramirez, JRAM. So JRAM, Jonathan Ramirez, JRAM Fit. He's I love that guy. He's a fucking absolute stud. But like he's following the fucking formula that I'm talking about here. Like all of his videos, his hair's fucking done up nice. All of his videos, his beard's trimmed, looks fucking clean, right? He's got a nice fucking outfit on in all of his pieces of content, wearing respectable clothing brands. Like this guy's dressed up. And this guy's also yoked the fuck out. If you like John, go hire John. Okay. Go hire John. But he's yoked the fuck out. So like, I'm going to give you some rules. Okay. Rule number 1, do your hair. Rule number 2, no more of those necklaces. Those necklaces make you look like a teenager. Okay. So get rid of the fucking necklace. Rule number 3, dress the fucking part. No more sweatpants. Get some like nice fucking aesthetic, good looking clothes where you look like a fucking stud. All right. Rule number 4, wear respectable clothing brands. Like whether or not you like it, bro, people look at that shit. And I'm not saying you need to go buy fucking Gucci, but like don't wear a Walmart shirt. Like wear like a tight form-fitting shirt where you look fucking sick. ASRV, a good option. What are some other good fucking options? Young LA, another good option. I'm like an ASRV, like, you know, I'm not going to say what I am because I don't think I can say this on a podcast, but I like ASRV a lot. And number 5, get fucking jacked. Okay. And like, you can do the first 4 right now and immediately start attracting more clients doing the same type of content that you're doing. But like, this is what you need to do. Okay. And you need to go look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm not 21-year-old Aiden anymore. Okay. I'm 30-year-old Aiden that makes $100,000 a month. And then you need to start fucking acting like it. And then every single one of your pieces of content that you put out moving forward, it's with the intention of being 100K a month Aiden. Because let me tell you this, okay? Although you might have these things, quote unquote, working against you, like you're young, people might not take you seriously, blah, 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 blah. You can also just make the decision that you're not that motherfucker. You're like, I'm not the young kid anymore that nobody takes seriously. I'm not that fucking guy. And I'm going to fucking show everybody, including Brian Mark, including fucking everybody who said I quote unquote don't look like, I'm going to show everybody. Like that's a decision that you can make, you know? So like, dude, being young is an advantage. I would trade places with you in a second. I would literally give up every single one of my fucking, all of the things that I have in a fucking split second to be you in this moment right now because of your age. You know, you have something that nobody else on this coaching call has. You have time. So like take the information that I'm giving to you and fucking attack it. And if you do, and if you take what I'm saying to you seriously on this coaching call for the next 3 to 6 to 12 months, in 12 months time from now, you will be in a completely different fucking stratosphere and you will be miles ahead of people that are your age. So like, we need to kill this fucking age limitation. We need to understand that it's a perception that other people have of us. And we need to flip the perception by making some different decisions about how we show up on camera, how we look, how we dress, and how we attack our own fitness journey. And it's time to take shit seriously.
Yo, absolutely understood. Absolutely understood, bro. I appreciate that.
Let's go make some fucking money, Aiden.
Yes, sir. Yo, can I ask another question?
You sure can, but you already have your focus.
I do have my focus, but I guess to add on to that, like, so currently I've got like five or six deposits, right? And these people are like waiting to start, and I'm hitting them up all the time, and I'm trying to see like when you guys are ready to start. I've asked them like I've got onboarding dates on this day and this day, and like these people with the deposits are just like they're putting it off. The reason why they're not fully committed is because of finances. So I'm wondering like what exactly am I supposed to do with these people to get them to start? Because I don't want them to always just be a loose end and just put it off.
Yeah. So here's what I would send this is like a final message I would send to them is I'd be like, you could also do this on a call. I would call all of them. Boom. Right after this call all of them. And that's what I'd say. Yo, what's going on, Aiden? How you doing? Let's role play. Aiden, what's going on, bro? How you doing?
It's going good, man. How about you?
Good, bro. Good. I'm just sitting down doing some client check-ins right now and doing some programs. And I wanted to give you a shout, Aiden, because I know that we were talking about starting. And the reason I wanted to give you a call is I'm actually increasing my prices like immediately here. Like the coaching roster is actually filling up extremely fast. And I literally cannot honor the price that I gave to you for any longer. So I'd love to get you started on the coaching program. And I know that we discussed $300 a month. That's absolutely something I can do for you. You've already put down $100 and I'd love to get you started today so that you don't pay the increased rates. Because you told me that you want to lose 20 pounds. You told me that you want to get into the best shape of your life. And I want to fucking help you do that.
Okay.
If they don't pick up the call, I would send that as a video or a voice note.
Okay.
And before I did, I'd fucking go sexify my hair. I would look like a fucking absolute stud. I'd take off my necklace. I would dress the fucking part, and I would fucking let them know who's boss.
Got you. So you tell them like, okay, like, yo, what's going on? Increasing prices. I know I want to get you started. I know you told me you're struggling with this. So let's start today, basically.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're going to be paying the increased rate. I don't want that for you.
Okay, perfect.
Aiden, I want you to look at me for a second. Okay. I want you to make the decision that you're not going to allow other people's perceptions of you determine your level of income. You get to decide that. You just make the decision and flip the switch. It's time to start acting like 100K Aiden. What would 100K Aiden do?
Yeah, I commit.
Go get fucking yoked, right?
Got you.
I'll see you at the event next year. And when you're at the event, I want you to be bigger than me. Okay?
Sounds good to me, man.
Not that hard.
Yeah,
I
we'll
don't like
see.
you.
All right, bro.
All right, bro. Peace out.
Appreciate.
Peace. Daniel, what's up? Big Daddy Dan.
What's up, mate?
How you doing?
Now we can have our win that we were meant to have last time because we're in the MDM on January in Jan, so that's good. Nervous, but oh mate, I had a bit of I won't lie, I had a meltdown. I was like, yeah, when you step up to the next level, it's definitely a meltdown moment. But
yeah, Katie Smith. She was on all these calls. She was on my first MDM call yesterday, and she was like, "Holy fuck!" She was absolutely freaking out. I was like, "Don't worry." I'm like, "This is normal." Yeah, like, don't worry.
Might just reach out.
It's just like you like in the 10K mastermind, you're the biggest fish. You know, you're making 15 to 20K a month. You're the biggest fish. Then you get in the millionaire mastermind, and people are making $100,000 a month, and they're asking questions on coaching calls, and you're just like, "What the fuck is going on right now?"
Yeah, I've had a break. I've had a meltdown for a while, and me and the missus both had one because she's joining the 10K in Jan, so we're like both stepping up, and we just put all this money. Mind you, look, we made 28K in November. I made it anyway, and so we're all right, but freaking the fuck out. Anyway, that was that. Look, this is the last 10K I'm going to do, and I haven't asked you once, so I want to see if you can do it for me. Can you just look at like the last few posts I put on, man? Come on,
Daniel. I'd do anything for you, bro.
Oh man, thank you,
Daniel Bella. Let's take
Coach. That's it.
This is my second account, by the way. It's not letting me log into my first account for some stupid reason, so that's why I'm not following you. You know what? I'm going to follow you this again too. One sec. Social proof looks great on your stories. It's awesome.
But these morning sessions are fucked. I've got no strength. I can't get a pump. I feel like I'm just wasting my time. You eat before training? No, I fasted. I'm trying to stay.
Dude, this is a split screen. I bet you it performs better.
Okay.
So have one guy talking to the other guy. So the dude has a split screen. I think the split screen format will perform better. I like the concept. I think this performs better as a split screen. Let me listen.
Bro, these morning sessions are fucked. I've got no strength. I can't get a pump. I feel like I'm just wasting my time. You eat before training? No, I fasted. I'm trying to stay lean. Man, I got no appetite in the morning. So you slept all night, didn't eat, rolled into the gym empty, and now you're surprised your training sessions are flat. I mean, yeah. Mate, you've gone nearly half a day without fucking food. You've got no fuel. Your body's in survival mode. It's not thinking about putting on muscle. So you're saying fasted training is a problem. I'm saying your body's dipping into reserves just to get through this session. Growth isn't even on the table at this point. So what? Full breakfast before gym? Fuck no. Just something small. A piece of fruit, shake, anything that gives your body fuel to work with. That's it. That's it. Do that and those morning sessions will stop feeling like shit. Performance will fucking come back and you'll finally start to get those results you've been working for. Man, how'd you learn this shit? That one's easy, man. I just follow this page. It's full of tips just like this to keep you progressing.
Yeah, like I think this video as a split screen does fucking well because like you go like this and like one guy. So like there's like so I think you should do a series like that's like fucking not Jack Danny versus Jack Danny. So not Jack versus Jack. Like I skip my breakfast in the morning. I skip my breakfast before training, and then Jack Danny's like, I never skip breakfast. You need to get a small meal in before training. But I'm too tired, or I don't want to eat a full breakfast in the morning. Me neither. That's why I only have a shake and you know? So I think doing that back and forth format would fucking crush. So do this video concept again, but do it in a back and forth format.
Oh, beautiful. This was something I just tried. I was like, I fuck it, let's see it.
That's a cool fucking post. Yeah, I like the way you did this. Only other thing that I would potentially add, I just don't like the filter, the snow filter, because it ruins the shot.
I'll let my wife do it. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, you let your wife do it. Yeah, the snow filter I think ruins the shot. I also think that like when you're doing a shot like this, bro, you want to make it as appealing as possible. The gray background and shit, like I don't know what the fuck this is, but this looks like a grease stain or some shit. So like if you're gonna do this, like you're gonna do a recipe video, I would do the recipe video, or I would do it like on the kitchen counter with like a Christmas tree in the background, like a nice fucking aesthetic shot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So like that's the purpose of the first shot is you want to make sure that it's like an aesthetic shot. But I like the concept of the video. Oh, this is good.
That's just me, just awareness.
You're covering your face though. I'd probably put that writing down here.
Oh, okay.
So this video performed extremely well. I would probably do a video like this once a week if I were you.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Once a week.
This one's shit. Don't look at it. I was holding the camera.
I like it.
It's something that's really never fucking made sense to me. And look, let's not talk shit. Trend's one of those compounds where when it's run right, there's no second guessing you're fucking on it. The strength gains, the fucking vascularity, and look, just that hard, grainy look you get are fucking nuts. There really aren't many compounds that come close to the visual changes you'll notice on Trend in such a short period of time. But that's exactly why it makes no sense in a growth phase. Trend shines because of its fucking ability to retain and even build muscle in a deficit. That's why it gives you that fucking crazy pop when you leave. As far as building muscle in a surplus, yeah, look, the strength gains will help. But let's be real, the biggest contributors to how...
Yep, good. I want to see it. One more talking video.
Squats build legs. No shit, you've been in the gym long enough to know that. So what do you do when your shoulders won't let you get under the bar anymore after years of abuse? Well, you can spend the next 20 minutes trying to open them up, only to cook them even more when you start throwing some real weight on the bar, or get on a smish, set the bar on one shoulder and run with split squats like this. You're still following a squat pattern, but now your shoulders aren't the limiting factor. And now when stability starts to become an issue, near failure, you can use your hand for a bit of support so you can keep pushing a set without balance being a factor. It's not about avoiding what you can't do. If you want to keep growing, you just need to learn how to adjust movements for where you're at right now. That's how you'll keep building muscle long-term without wrecking yourself.
Okay, so Danny, good video, but you didn't tell me why the movement pattern is so important. You also didn't tell me why it's so like here, check this out.
Squats build legs. No shit, you've been in the gym long enough to know that. So what do you do when your shoulders won't let you get under the bar anymore after years of abuse?
Well, why is that important though?
Yeah,
Like you didn't tell me why that's important. You just said, but what do you do if you're, but you didn't tell me why it's important or like what the fucking base concept is. So like you're giving me advice on like how to get my shoulders in the right position, but you didn't tell me why that's important and why I'm fucking up my squats if I'm not doing it like that. So as a beginner watching this video, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay. I get you.
You know what I mean? So like this, so like squats build your legs, no shit. But when you're doing them like this, you're fucking it up and you're not going to grow. When I say like this with your shoulders like this, da 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 da. So let me give you a fix to help you solve that problem so you can get the growth that you're looking for from your quads and your legs will actually get bigger. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so be specific why the fuck they're doing it.
The base concept is there, but you need to go deeper in the explanation and you need to like take people on the explanation with you. Does that make sense?
Yep. No, that makes sense.
All right, bro.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, but does it look like it's hitting the right sort of audience, I guess?
Yeah, you wouldn't be making money if it wasn't.
Oh man, thank you.
Appreciate you, bro.
Right.
Peace. Johan, what up?
Brian, what's going on, my man?
Best day of my life, brother. How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad at all. Wins to start off with, man. So 2 deposits this month, and I got a split payment as well, and more coaching applications this month than I ever had all year. So that's been pretty cool.
Boom, love that.
Yeah, cheers, man. So question for me, I hate to ask, but sort of similar to Danny and to come off the back end with Jai's questions as well. So we're working a lot on the content. I was just wondering if you just able to take like a look at the overall sort of what I'm posting. Because I used to be really heavily targeted towards like mining fitness like content, and I've changed it pretty much since the beginning of December. And all my views and engagement, obviously coaching application, everything is just like changed. And I've just been sort of posting a little bit more generic content. But I just wanted to make sure that getting like a good mix or a good blend of the two and not just like going off track completely.
So I'm actually not going to look at your Instagram, and I'll tell you why. Because you told me that you just have the most amount of coaching applications you've had all month in the month of December, correct?
Correct.
So we don't change anything that's working.
Just keep doing. Yeah, and
literally keep doing what the fuck you were doing. Here's the rule of thumb. This is for everybody. The rule of thumb is if something's not broken, I don't fix it. The only time I fix it if it's broken. If it's like not working, it's not, you know what I mean? That's when we'll take a look. But it's like, dude, you just had the most amount of coaching applications you've had ever. And like sometimes the best advice is to keep doing what the fuck you're doing.
Okay.
Don't change a thing.
Easy. Yeah, sweet. Yeah, well, it's just off like one of your previous calls, you said to someone that like, and you said it again today, that 50% of the value connection type thing shouldn't always just be highly targeted. And I was like, shit, maybe I should like try that. And that's the only thing I changed. And yeah, I'm on, like 1.1 million views on Facebook and over 200,000 on Instagram, and it's never been like that. So
do not change a fucking thing.
Okay, sweet as.
Yeah. There's like, here's a really good concept for everybody, Johan. That's a great point. It's like the goal with your content is to get yourself into a point where it flows and like you've got a system that works for you. You know, so like if we think about baseline principles, right? Like a baseline principle is the DM script. The DM script is 5 questions. Might have asked a couple of questions to see if I can help. What's your number one struggle? What's your number one goal? You know, why is that important to you in the next 60 to 90 days? What are the top 2, the blah, blah, blah. That's the baseline concept. But also there's going to be little nuance with every single person that uses the DM script, because they're going to have different ways to relate to the prospect, different stories to tell to the prospect, different ways to like bring out more information from the prospect. And so the baseline concept is like, yeah, you know, connection, proof, and value. And like, I would say 50% conversion, 50% like viral stuff. But also like now that you found a fucking flow that works for you, bro, double the fuck down on that flow. Like double down. You know, that flow is working for you. Just keep doing what the fuck you are doing.
Yeah, flows 4 times a day, so I'm doing that at the moment.
Well, if we're doing 4 times a day and we got 1.1 million views on Facebook, well, fucking sign me up for that, Sally.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Facebook's going to send me some money next month, so let's go.
Let's go, bro. I love that.
Yeah, awesome. Cheers, Brian. Appreciate it, man.
Talk soon. What's up, Maximus?
What's going on, man? I'm doing well, man. It was cool getting that mentorship call with you and Janelle the other day. I am like just focused on predictable lead flow, if you remember, just to remind you. And I don't need you to do like a whole content audit, but I'm curious on if you'd go to my page and look at one of the reels that I made specifically based off the kind of the structure you gave me.
Yeah.
Let me know what you think. It's been running an ad for like 3 days right now, and it's not doing as better than the one that you previously had me boost. And I don't know, it's just a little ways down my page, and it says lose 20 to 50 pounds. I'm wearing like a tan hat. You need to eat 5 whole.
You're wearing a tan hat.
Down the left column.
Down the left column.
Right next to me in a Santa hat.
All right, I'm looking. Let's see.
Green shirt.
Got it.
You're a busy professional that needs to lose 20 to 50 pounds. You need to follow me right now. My client Jesse here is a regional sales manager, and he's already down.
Do this in the gym, bro.
Okay.
20 pounds.
Yeah, do this in the gym.
Cool. Doing content on Friday there, so.
Yeah, do this in the gym. I also think we need to like move around and change the scene, you know?
Okay.
It's just stuck. It's like when I see videos like this, it's just like I immediately am like, okay, this is like fully, you know what I mean? It just feels like every other video on the newsfeed.
Yeah.
Do this exact same video, but do it in the
I don't normally do videos like that, but I was just, I can mess around, do the same script for somewhere else.
But you could even do that same fucking video and do it in the grocery store too, with the format that's important for you.
Okay.
So like do the same video, do it in the gym, do the same video in the grocery store. Like use the formats that have been working for you and then insert that information.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Cool, man. That's all I had.
All right, bro.
I appreciate it.
Talk to you soon, Max. Peace out. Carter Walls. What's up, Carter Walls?
Just rocking, brother. How are you?
Best day of my life, brother. Tell me some wins.
Yeah, we're doing pretty well right now. I just had my first possible renew with me, which is great. So one for one, 100%, man. So that's pretty good. But we've got some other guys coming up, and I think everything's gonna stay positive. We got lots and lots of leads, lots of sales calls ready coming up at the end of the month. So we should do at least what we did. Hopefully, I'm hoping we'll do at least what we did last month, if not more. But I still feel like because the majority of the leads that I get are coming from my past reputation as a trainer, as a like in-person trainer, there's a lot of my buddies, like acquaintances, people I know. And I'm having a hard time just kind of locking in a sales script because it feels very inauthentic. That's not how I talk to my guys. You know what I mean? Like my boys and stuff. So I'm not like, the systems that I'm operating under are not like clean and clear and cut and as professional as I would like them to be. Even though we're doing decent numbers, did decent numbers last month. But I think I'm having a little bit of a hard time of just coming across genuine with them. So they're not like, why are you talking to me weird, dude? Like, why are you asking me how am I going to feel in 6 months if I don't change? You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. So anyway, just wanted to lock down some of that stuff with you, see what your thoughts are.
Okay. So the first thing we need to do, bro, is we need to approach the call and set the frame before the call. So here's how I would set the frame before the call starts. So what I would say is I'd be like, let's say I'm like boys with somebody, right? Because here's the thing is like, unless you start, because here's the problem. If you bring a buddy into your business and they come in as a buddy and not a client, then they're going to act like a buddy in your business and they're going to expect buddy treatment, which means that if they ever have a failed payment bounce or they have stuff going on, they're just going to message you and expect that everything's all good without any sort of like repercussion or any sort of like consequence. They're going to drop out month 2 and think that there's no issues because we're buddy. So the problem is that you in your mind view them as a friend and not as a client. And because of that, they are going to view you as a friend and not as a coach. So the way that we need to approach these situations, Carter, is we need to approach it from the start. We need to set the frame. And here's how I'd set the frame. So let's just pretend we're getting on a call. And I'm like, yo, what's going on, Carter? How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Good. How's life, G? How are you? It's been a minute since we chatted.
Getting cooler every day, man.
You're getting cooler every day.
So I do.
Bro, I need to get on that wavelength, brother. How's everything been with you, bro? It's been a while.
Yep, really good, man. Everything's been great. Life's good. Life's good.
Good, bro. Good. So listen, I'm super excited to chat with you about your goals today. And I just want to kind of, set the frame, because obviously, like, Carter, you and I are boys, I've known you for like 4 years, like we're homies. And I just wanted to kind of like see, like, from your perspective, like, are you kind of looking for like a fitness program that's like literally going to completely transform your life? Or are you just kind of looking for a little bit of like free advice where I can give you some value and kind of like point you in the right direction? Like, what are you kind of looking for?
I'm looking for something that'll give me a full transformation, change my life.
Okay. So you're like ready to dive all in. Is that right?
All in. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So like, I'm going to treat you like my client then, you know what I'm saying? Because you're my boy and I love you to death, but I'm just going to ask you a few questions on the call. And this is typically what I run through with all my clients, because my goal, if you join today, is I want to help you lose 20 pounds, get in the best shape of your life. So I'm just going to run you through a few questions that I'd usually run through with some of my best clients. Is that cool with you?
Yeah, that's cool.
So I'm just going to set the frame from the beginning. You just let them know, like, you're my boy, and me and you go way back. I've known you since XYZ. And I just want to know, like, from your perspective, like, are you like looking to seriously take this to the next level and you want to drop 20 pounds and get into the best shape of your life? Or are you just looking for some free advice? Like, I'm open to both. And he's like, no, dude, like, I want to lose the weight. I want to transform. I'm like, okay, great. So like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run you through some questions that I would usually run through some of my best clients, because I want to be able to design you the best possible plan to help you lose the weight. Is that cool with you? Yes. Boom. Now we're into the script.
Got it. Okay.
So we just got to set the frame,
Yeah.
It's like, and you set the frame by acknowledging, like, you acknowledge, like, you are my homie. I respect you. I worked with you. We go way back. And then, and if they're like, I want free advice, dope. Then you fucking chop it up for 20 minutes. You give them some free value, peace out. But 99.9% of the boys that you get on the call with are going to be like, dude, Carter, I want to take this shit seriously. So you, in your mind, need to know that, like, in order for them to take it seriously, they need to view you as a coach. And so you got to ask questions that a coach would ask.
Got it. Nice. Okay. And then last thing real quick, what are your thoughts on using Klarna for clients and getting fully paid up front and letting them take care of them?
Fucking love it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good for the business and good for you. Or sorry, it's good for the business and good for the client.
Yeah.
Do you have a connection? Because I can make a connection for you if you need one.
I don't have a connection, no.
Okay, because we have there's 2 different payment processors that I currently use. I'll introduce, if anybody else wants the connection, just say yes in the chat box. One of them is WAP. And so WAP basically gives you the ability, they give you like a couple financing options. One of them is Klarna, and Klarna will give you the ability to do it throughout the United States. They also have Split It. And then the other one that I use is Fanbases, but currently as it stands right now, I'm more in favor of WAP. So I can make the introduction for you.
Gotcha. Okay. That's awesome, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you, bro. Hope you have the best day of your entire life. I know Britt's there too. So hi, Brett. See you later.
Hi, bye.
Bye, guys. See you later.
Later, bro.
Coach Andre, what's up?
Hey, how's it going? Everything okay?
Everything's amazing, bro. Tell me something good.
I got a big win because I finally start being really consistent on my DMs, and I'm getting a good connection with people. I got much more response that I thought that I would have, and I'm doing 20 to 30 per day, but some days a bit more, and things are working really well. So I booked 2 calls, but I'm building a lot of connection right now because I'm not trying to book a lot of calls right now. I'm trying to build connection right now, and I think is really good. So today was the first day I felt okay. Now because I'm being really consistent, things are going.
Hell yeah, bro. I love that. Congratulations.
Thank you for that. So I got 2 questions. First question, I'm thinking about launching a 40-day challenge on 5 January.
Yep.
January 5. And my first question is do you think it's good to do it there? Because I did in September, was really good. Was the first month I did the 10K and the only month right now. And I want to ask you as well, if do you think I should start doing content about that during this year, or just starting on 1st January and doing like boosting posts a lot to get people?
Yeah. So what I would do if I were you is like this is the advice that I gave to the millionaire. I know this is the advice I'm going to give to all of you guys right now is If you have low lead flow and there's not a lot of people interested and you're trying to get your business off the ground, like that is when I would do a 14-day challenge on January 5th. That being said, if you're going to run a 14-day challenge on January 5th, it's going to fucking crush because obviously there's going to be a ton of people that will be interested in starting, and they're going to be interested in starting for free for sure. If I had your business, Andre, I would be going hard as fuck for the next 2 weeks on getting as many people to sign up for January 1st as possible. You know, like letting them know your prices are going to be increasing and sign up now, and, you know, best clients of the year. Like, we want to get people to commit now for January 1st because there's a lot of people that are going to make the decision on who they're going to hire as a coach before January 1st. Then, you know, once you got that January 1st, then from the 1st to the 5th, you could easily fill your 14-day challenge. And there's going to be so many fucking people that will jump on that because it's the new year. But I wouldn't start marketing for the 14-day challenge now, because then people aren't going to pay you money for a January 1st start date. They would rather wait for the 14-day challenge. So what I would do if I were you is I'd be pushing hard for a January 1st start date for my programs on social media. And then on January 1st, you could launch a 14-day challenge starting on the 5th. I personally do not think the 14-day challenge is the best move immediately on the 5th, because there's going to be so many people that are interested in joining on the 1st. But you could use that in your instance, and there will be a fuckload of people that will sign up for it because, you know, it's the new year and people are going to want to join the challenge for free.
Yeah. So I start doing the content on the 1st January. Yeah.
You won't need to boost any posts for it. I guarantee you it'll fucking crush.
Okay.
Yeah.
So second question, I start working with a nutritional coach, and I wanted to ask you if you have any advice of books or something about leadership regarding this matter, or more specific for this, so I can improve my skills on leadership in the girl.
Yeah, so there's I don't have any books specifically, but I know that Layla Hormozi has a really great podcast, and she talks all about leadership and operations. So I would start listening to her podcast.
Okay, good. I will do it. Layla Hormozi, right?
Layla Hormozi, yep.
Yes, thank you very much.
Okay, bro. Have the best day of your entire life, Andre. Talk to you soon,
I
brother.
appreciate it. Thank you,
Okay.
man.
Peace out.
Peace.
What's up, Stevie?
Brian, what's up?
Tell me some wins, Stevie.
Having some better conversations in the DMs finally. So still haven't booked any calls in the past 10 days, but we're rolling with DMs a little bit better. So that's a win. My question is, actually I have two questions. The first one is, I'm nixing my 4-month program because every single woman that comes to me is under eating like a mofo and needs way longer than that. So my program's like pretty high end. It's like you're getting labs, you're getting gut health testing, we're working on longevity mindset frameworks, all the things. So a lot of my clients are like, I really feel like I needed a year with you, and they all renew for 6 more months. So I want to launch a year-long program. I really think, and I talked to Janelle about this, she said I should do a masterclass on the 26th. I really think I could sign up at least 2 people on like a $5,000 1-year program by January 1st. I just need to know, how can I make sure this masterclass is really good? I don't want to like fuck it up. Obviously, I'm going to do it anyways, and I'm going to learn from it. But what is like the best play there?
So you can't fuck it up. You're great at everything you do. I'll give you, so here's how I view masterclasses. So obviously there's a big promise that has to do with the specific result that your avatar is after. So start with the big promise, go into your backstory on why you're an expert on the field and why you're having this conversation with them and what makes you qualified to be a leader. Show them some social proof of clients that have been through your program that have had an amazing experience and implemented some of the stuff you're going to talk about in the training. Then the masterclass should cover 3 core lessons. So 3 core lessons, and then you want to build the content around the core lessons and make sure that the lessons are valuable enough that people could watch the lessons and get value and be able to walk away from the masterclass with something tangible. Then at the end, you want to present an invitation. And the way that you present an invitation, I call it the slow path versus the fast path. So near the end, you're like, okay, so now you guys have all the information. There's 2 different pathways you guys can take. There's the slow path and the fast path. The slow path is to take all the information I just gave to you and try it out on your own for the next 3 to 6 months. You know, get frustrated, get overwhelmed, and then give up and quit, and then wonder why nothing's working. Or the fast path is that you just get some support. You get some help, you get some guidance from somebody that's actually done this with hundreds of women to help them transform their body, transform their life, reset their hormones, So if it's cool with you, I'd like to present to you, some of the, what that's like to take the fast path. You guys want to learn, the exact system that I've used with over 150 women to help them completely transform their bodies. If that's cool with you, just say yes in the chat box. Yes. Okay, perfect. So let's go into the fast path and what it actually looks like. So then you're going to do a little bit of like an overview of like what you all do with the program and like how you help women completely transform their life. And then you're going to say, okay, it's great. So what we're going to do now is, because you guys are on this call right now, I'm going to give every single person that's on this call a free 30-minute game plan session with me, where I'm going to help you deep dive into your biggest struggle right now, your number one goal right now, and I'm going to help you come up with a game plan to achieve your goals. The call with me is completely free. And if on the call you are interested in learning more about my coaching programs, we can definitely have that conversation. But what we're going to do on the call is I'm going to help you map with a custom game plan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the calendar button in the chat box right now. So go ahead and book in for your call with me right now. And once you're done booking in for the call, just come back to the chat and say done, so I know that you're all booked in. And then what you can do you have, how many clients do you have, Stevie?
25.
25. So do you have any of them that are like literally ride or dies that are fucking that love the shit out of you?
Oh yeah, I have like 5 or 6 of them that are just like all about me.
So
yeah.
bring the ride or dies to the call and get the ride or dies to talk about the experience. And like, by the way, we've got some of my clients here. If you're my client, just say hell yes in the chat box. You guys will see me do this on masterclass. You've been to one of my masterclasses, right?
Yeah.
So like, if you're my client, just say hell yes in the chat box. If you're my client and you love working with me, say hell yes in the chat box. So like, as you guys can see, this isn't just like fluff that I'm pulling out of my ass. I'm actually working with clients that are getting amazing results. And these are some of my clients in the chat box right now that are getting amazing results. So go ahead, book in for your call right here. Spots are filling up quick. Send me a screenshot. Let me know what time you're done. And then get your clients to be like, book the call, book the call, book the call. Like, get your clients to be your hype man. So tell your clients to be like, be my hype man.
I freaking know they will too. So
and then with the masterclass, the most important thing with the masterclass is like, let's say you get 50 people, let's say you get 20 people, 30 people to register, whatever. I think you can get 50, by the way. So I would shoot for 50.
Holy
let's
shit.
Say you get 50.
Okay. Yeah. That's a holy shit. Okay.
You're in the DMs with people right now. Why the fuck not? So, and it's free. So 50 people register, you'll typically get like a 20 to 30% show rate, which means that out of the 50 people that register, you'll get like fucking 10 to 20 of them 10 to 20 of them that'll show up. So when you get the 10 to 20 that show up, that's awesome. You're going to do the pitch. Then it's super important that you send the replay out to everybody who didn't show up immediately after the masterclass. Immediately.
Okay.
Because out of the people that like, there's like 30, like that means that 70% of the people aren't going to see the value. So get the replay out to them immediately, prompto.
Do you have like, when they register, like an automation that like sends them the Zoom link and everything already? Like, it seems like you do.
Calendly.
Fuck. Okay. I'll figure it out.
Calendly group event. It's really easy. It's honestly super simple. Just go to ChatGPT and ask it how to make a Calendly group event with a Zoom link attached to it, and it will give you a step-by-step tutorial. You can do it in like 5 minutes.
Okay, yeah, I'll make that happen. Sweet. I'm excited about this. Thank you for that, because I just needed the framework. There was like no masterclass training or anything like that. I was like, shit, what do I do? And then my second question is my one of my jobs texted me today, and they're like, my emergency is your emergency. And it pissed me off and stressed me out, even though it's my like job, because I'm so busy in my business. And I know we've kind of talked about this before slightly, but like, I kind of like have the money. I probably don't need the job per se. Like, am I just fucking around here and like making this process take longer because I'm still drawing out this process of me like having a million jobs plus this? Lucy, thank you.
I want to be responsible. It's my job to be a responsible business coach, because I don't like telling people to quit their jobs and then they're fucked. So I don't like that to be me. So how many months in a row have you hit over 10,000?
2.
Okay. So I would say the next month in a row that you hit over 10,000, quit your fucking job.
Okay.
And that's just
I don't think that it needs to, like, it can't be like, I don't think just like calling my boss right now and being like,
I agree.
I'm done.
I agree. But I think that like, if you've consistently proven to yourself that you can hit $10,000 months, then I think you're doing yourself a disservice.
Yeah.
Disservice.
Okay. Sounds good.
If you weren't doing consistent $10,000 months, I wouldn't give you that advice. But I know that you're smart and talented and fucking hardworking enough to make this work if you quit. And I know that you'd be good at it. So you should quit. Have the best day ever, Steve.
You too. Thanks.
Bye-bye. Dylan, big dog. What's up?
Hey Brian, how are you, man?
Good, bro. You're looking massive.
Oh, cheers. I've actually lost 5 kilos. Just makes me look bigger because leaner.
I love it.
But anyway, so recently, for a long time, I've been on the Google Sheets running my platform because I used Trainerize and Kahunas ages ago, and it wasn't working for me. But then I wanted to go with a higher demographic, and obviously with Google Sheets, you're not going to be able to go too high a demographic. So I got onto a white label training app, and I've set up all my own stuff, which took a good 4 weeks. So I've been off these calls for about 3 weeks now. It's good to be back.
Yeah.
And I had to commit all my time to that. I've set it up, and it's got it's got a pull and a push side, so subscription and a high ticket.
Yep.
I want to know if you could let me know how I can best advertise or get more people onto the subscription. That's not what I want mainly. I prefer the high ticket, but I want to fill up the subscription as much as I can as well, just so there's constant revenue coming through there. But I don't know how to advertise that without shooting myself in the foot with the high ticket.
Yeah.
Do you have a suggestion?
Yeah. So the answer to that is that you only advertise the high ticket, Dylan, only. And then the reason you only advertise the high ticket is because as soon as you release something that's low ticket, you're going to have somebody that would pay you for high ticket, but they're just going to go for the cheaper option because it's the cheaper option. The way that we approach the marketing, Dylan, is like we approach the marketing as in like you're marketing your client results. You're talking about the results that people are getting in your program, da, 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 da. And then when somebody comes in and we qualify them, like let's say they qualify financially to be able to join a high ticket. Awesome. We book a call. If they don't qualify financially to book a call based on the, our qualification questions that we ask in the DMs, then we're like, perfect. Well, I do have an option for you that's extremely affordable and like low budget. And it's like, really easy to get started. Would you like to hear about that option? And they're like, yeah, sure. And then you just fucking bust out your phone and you start sending voice notes. You can literally be like, okay, great. So like typically speaking to work with me, one-on-one, it's $1,500 for, 6 months. I know that in the DMs that you mentioned that you're looking for something that's a little bit more affordable. So what we can do for you is I can get you in on the, my training app. So essentially with my training app, we get the nutrition, you get the training, you get the accountability. There's a community in there as well. And instead of the $1,500 for 6 months, it's only $99 a month. And for $99 a month, I'll help you drop the body fat, get in the best shape of your life. In 6 months time from now, you're going to be down 20 pounds. You'll be happy you made the decision. How does all that sound?
Okay,
and
cool.
Then instead of getting them on a sales call, you just pitch them over a voice note because obviously you wouldn't want to get on a sales call to pitch a $99 program, right?
Yeah. Okay. So it's even cheaper. The subscription's only $39 a month. It's program, nutrition, everything.
Yeah.
That's why I don't want too many people to know about it with advertising because everyone's going to jump there. And
so you want to like advertise the high stuff, and then anybody that comes in that's not financially qualified, we just pitch them low ticket stuff on the sales call. And now instead of like disqualifying them and not making money, now we're able to at least capture some back end revenue.
Okay. Perfect. Yep. Thanks, heaps.
Cool. I got you, bro. Anything else you need?
No, that's it for now. Thanks, heaps.
All right, bro. Keep staying huge. Talk to you soon. Peace out.
Cool. Have a good one.
Deal Danny, what's up?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Tell me some wins, bro.
My wins are actually kind of like a problem for me. So I listened to Alex and he told me to niche down and I kind of did that. And I got 10K followers in like one post and that kind of skyrocketed everything. Now I'm at this point where I got so many leads. I just don't know how to handle shit that day. I'm telling you, there's like freaking shit ton in the type form. I got some in the multiple in my DMs, right? And there's the likes, there's the followers, there's all of that, and it's not stopping actually because I consistently
What's
post
your Instagram,
every day.
Danny? I want to take a look. What's your Instagram?
Duel Danny, DuelDanny.
Holy fuck, bro. Okay, so which one is it?
I think let's see.
The Jack as fuck one?
Yeah, it's the Jack as fuck post. You would see it.
Damn, bro. Look at you.
It's just like
that's sick as fuck, bro. Hell yeah.
Yeah. And I just feel like I need a structure to kind of, manage all of this because I turned it into like a series. So for me, like leads would just it would never
leads are gonna fucking because it's a series. So people are coming back now for the fucking video. That's fucking sick, bro. That's fucking sick, Danny. That's sick as fuck, bro. Hell yeah. Okay, so these are good problems to have. Okay. So first thing I want to say is you're gonna have to let some fires burn. All right. When I say let some fires burn, there's gonna be a fuckload of people in your DMs that you're not gonna be able to get back to. You have a keyword in your bio?
Yeah, I have a keyword.
So step one, I want you to set it up so that when somebody DMs you locked in, it automatically sends them to a type form. So here's the exact language that you're going to use in that message. You're going to say, hey fam, thanks so much for reaching out about coaching. I currently get thousands of DMs on a weekly basis about coaching, and I don't know who's serious and who's not. So if you're serious, do me a favor and tap the button below to fill out my client application. Once you're done, come back to the chat and say done and let me know that you filled it out.
Awesome.
So now anyone that DMs us logged in automatically gets kicked to the application. By the way, you should only do this if you're viral as fuck. So like, this is not advice for everybody. This is advice for Danny because Danny's fucking viral. So like so basically what we need to do, Danny, is we need to have like filtration systems, So this is the same filtration system I set up with Lane Norton when he worked with me one-on-one because he got tons of DMs. So this is the filtration system. Somebody DMs us, we make the qualified leads go through the funnel. Then You, Danny, your main priority is you need to take the people that are in the type forms, okay? You should only focus on the type forms, and you need to get back to the hottest leads the fastest. So you go into the type forms and you're basically cherry picking the hottest leads, right? Cherry picking the hottest leads. You choose the top 20 leads and then you shoot them a message. Yo, what's going on, fam? Just got your client application. Thanks so much for getting it back to me. Saw in your application that you're looking to lose 20 pounds. Tell me a little bit more about that. As soon as they tell you a little bit more about that, you're like, dope. Next step is to get you booked in for a quick 15 to 30-minute call. And then you send a calendar link. Go ahead and book in now. Spots are always filling up quick. Send me a screenshot. Let me know what time you pick. Cool question mark? That's the only thing you do, okay?
Awesome.
Type forms, hot leads, cherry pick, send the message. They reply, book the call. Just doing that, you're going to have so many fucking sales calls, you're not going to even know what to do with it, okay? Then what you're going to do is you're going to start collecting a bunch of cash. What's your record-breaking month?
Honestly, I literally just started monetizing fitness coaching ending of November. I joined ending of November. My entire focus has been just learning about content creation, right? I didn't know, I never went into online coaching, all of this. I just focused on content creation, learning to shoot, learning to edit, learning to post. And then I decided to quit one-on-one coaching in person and then go all in on online coaching mid-November. And I joined Change Lives Academy and learned everything and listened to Alex, and this shit happened.
So
Yes.
it's fucking funny. So that's funny, bro. You listen to the coaches and all of a sudden shit happens. So what did you hit in November?
So far, I think it was 6K, and now I'm like 3K so far in this month.
Yeah, Danny, if you do what the fuck I just told you to do for the rest of the month, you will finish off this month at $20,000 to $25,000.
Amen to that.
Okay. So everything else in your fucking business, like obviously you need to still post content. You're still making money.
Yeah.
But then set up everything I just talked about on this coaching call. You will finish off this month at 25,000. Okay. Then you need to move to the $1 Million Mastermind, because the $1 Million Mastermind, you have a business right now. If your content continues to do this, you have a business right now that could be hitting $100,000 a month in the next 3 to 6 months.
All right.
It's time to lock the fuck in, bruh. So the number one thing you need to focus on right now is we need to set up a filtration system. Okay. I want you to write this down. Let some fires burn. Write that down, because you're going to get stressed out that you're not getting back to fucking all the clients and the messages.
I got like FOMO going on.
All the DMs and shit. You know, we got to let some fires burn. The reason I'm like, we need to move to $1 Million Mastermind soon is because we need to get you a fucking setter ASAP. But like, again, don't do that right now. You know, because the number one thing you need to do is get your income up. You get $25,000 in the bank, you're going to be a fucking happy boy. Then you can start to make some business decisions. Like, because like we can make 25K right now with the stuff that you currently have. But then, you know, we're going to run into a different set of problems, and the different set of problems that we're going to run into pretty quick is like, holy fuck, I have so many clients. Like I need to fill it up. You know, I need to get some support because all my client check-in times is taking longer now, you know? So you're going to run into, and the thing with you, Danny, is like, you just need to fucking put the strap on your fucking waist because you're on a rocket ship, and you just need to understand that like, we're going to be building this shit like real fast. So, you know, usually
I tried so much to make this call because I'm unable to make any of the calls because my time zone is cooking me pretty bad. It's literally 1 a.m. right now, 1:55 a.m.
I love where are you based out of?
I'm in the UAE, Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, it's dope. So I'm going to tell you a story. Okay. I got a client of mine. They're in the $1 Million Mastermind. Their name's Chloe and Harry. I'll show you their Instagram. Chloe and Harry. All right. They came in. You remind me of that fucking, you got that dog in you. So this is Chloe. So Chloe Harrison. I'm going to pull up her page and then I'm going to tell you a story. Chloe and Harry, this is my second Instagram account. That's why I'm not following, in case you guys think I'm a dickhead. So Chloe and Harry came into my program, and they would show up to my coaching calls, and it would be 2:00 in the morning for them. They would show up to every single call. They never fucking missed. All right. Chloe and Harry, by the way, Danny, they're making $300,000 a month right now. They started out in the Change Lives Academy, went to the 10K Mastermind, went to the $1 Million Mastermind. So like, I appreciate the mindset that you're locked in at 1:00 in the morning. It's like, bro, we got to make this shit happen. Cause you are sitting on a fucking, there's a mine of gold underneath you, and it's your fitness coaching business. There's a bunch of people that need your help, need your support. You got the content, you got the flow. It's time to fucking strap the rocket ship on. Let's fucking go to the moon, bro.
Definitely will do that. All right, brother. I will do that. Hop on another call. I'll let you know how it goes then.
Okay, bro. I'll talk to you soon, Big Daddy. I want to see you every week, bro. If I don't see you, I'm going to call you up.
Sure thing, brother. Sure thing. Right, thanks a lot.
Talk soon. Right. Peace out. All right, y'all. That's a wrap. Thank you guys so much for being my clients. I hope everyone has the best day of their fucking lives. Enjoy your Wednesday. I won't see you before Christmas, actually. I won't see you before Christmas, because if I do a coaching call on fucking the 24th on my baby's first Christmas Eve, my wife will probably have my nuts and then divorce me. So I love you guys so much. Hope you guys have the best day of your entire lives, and I'll talk to you guys very soon. Peace. Masterclass this Friday. Don't miss it. 3 p.m. PST with your boy. Deuces. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. Hopefully you got some value. If you did, and you want to learn more about how me and my team can help you scale your online fitness business to $10,000 a month, DM me 10K on Instagram at @TheRealBrianMark for more information, and I'll reach out to you to see if I can help you grow an online coaching business.